Hey, my people, what is going on? It's your boy Mario of Woke Up a Rebel once again, bringing you another episode of Woke Up a Rebel Reacts. All right, so this is episode number 8 of Woke Up a Rebel Reacts, and I just want to say thank you to every single one of you who continue to show up over here to this channel and check out the videos. If you think that I'm making good videos, please let me know in the comments below. If you think they suck, also let me know in the comments below. But just know that you know what I mean? Constructive criticism is what we appreciate here. It's the mature thing to do, and it's also, it's good for you too, to not be sharing negative comments on people's platforms, you know what I mean? But anyways, thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed. If you have not subscribed already, please do so below. Also hit that like button. It really triggers the algorithm, even a little tiny fraction, which is where, because of the fact that I'm starting out on this platform like this, right? If you can, share it with somebody that you think might find some value in this video. So let's get right to it. So say it ain't so, say it ain't so. So what it says over here in this article that I found on TheVerge.com was Universal Music Group has started removing the music catalogs of performers the label represents, including Taylor Swift, Drake, and Olivia Rodrigo from TikTok after negotiations to renew licensing agreements broke down this week. The previous licensing agreement between UMG and TikTok expired on January 31st. What does that mean? Lucian Grange is Lucius or Lucian Grange, whatever his name is, the head of Universal Music. He's not happy, and it's a big deal, right? It's a big deal. On Tuesday, UMG accused the video platform of attempting to bully it into accepting a bad deal that didn't soothe the record label's concerns regarding adequate compensation for artists and songwriters, protections against AI generated music, and online safety on the platform to protect artists from hate speech, bigotry, bullying, and harassment. I find it quite funny that a record label is saying this. Artists are not getting adequate compensation for their music. That's something that all of these music streaming platforms already negotiated with the same labels. So what are these labels talking about? Like, artists don't get anything unless you're a major artist. You don't get anything, really. Like a living wage. I could have read the entire article to y'all, but I found this video, right, of CBC's The National. I usually don't really like to go to mainstream media news about stuff, but I think we could read between the lines when it comes to something in regards to the music industry.
TikTok is a critical part of the music biz. With over 1 billion users, fans use the app to lip sync and discover music. Now the Universal Music Group is threatening to pull its music rights. Canadian musician Sean Desmond is with Universal. He says his music is already being blocked.
The last 3 videos got muted. Never happened to me before.
Sean Desmond did an event at the Rivoli, which is the venue that Woke Up a Rebel and the Rumba and Rhythms team have been hosting events for the last year and a half or so. So shout out to the Rivoli.
Behind the scenes, Universal and TikTok have been negotiating a new music license. The old contract expired Wednesday, and Universal released a statement saying TikTok proposed paying our artists a fraction of the rate that similarly situated major social platforms pay. In response, TikTok said the music label is putting greed above the interests of their artists.
If people aren't being compensated or getting properly paid for the use of their music, they're not going to be able to have sustainable careers.
This industry watcher doubts Universal will pull the plug.
They're too codependent. Okay, Universal is the world's largest music company. TikTok is the most influential platform of its kind.
Okay, so did you hear that right there? The reality is Universal isn't going anywhere. All of this is just creating some hype, something for the news to report, something to keep Universal in, to show that they have power. I guess you can say that they are a powerful music label, that they cause a huge threat, if they don't get what they want from TikTok. Right? Universal is talking about bullying. Meanwhile, it seems like they're the ones doing all the bullying when it comes to TikTok. To say that Universal is doing what they're doing for the sake of the artist, to help the artist, far from the truth, in my opinion. And based on what we can see, that how the music industry operates.
Are artists like Vancouver's Baby No Money.
I understand why Goliath companies want to pull out and be like, oh, we're not making enough money, but they are making enough money.
He says TikTok is the tool that gave him a home and kickstarted his career.
I became financially stable because I uploaded my songs from my computer. Think about that.
People still need music. They still
Right.
need sounds. They still need stuff. So it's gonna be very interesting to see if artists adapt, if they take advantage. I'm ready.
Creating content as the corporate titans face off. Eli Glaster, CBC News, Toronto.
In reality, what do we think is happening in this situation? Is Universal going to walk away from TikTok? No, I don't think so. What they're doing right now is they're making a chess move, right? This is all business at the end of the day. They don't care about creativity. They don't care about helping the artist. All they care about is helping their bottom line.
This hurts UMG more than it does TikTok because their entire ecosystem is kind of based on new fans discovering music and discovering their artists and then going to Spotify or Apple Music and then streaming it. It's a big blow to their marketing teams because now when it comes to rolling out any of their new artists' projects or songs, they can't have the biggest social media platform and the biggest artist discovery tool at their disposal because they've pulled their entire catalog from the platform. Whereas TikTok users, I don't think they really care whether or not they can use a Drake song in one of their videos. People are just looking for good content on TikTok, and music just so happens to be one of the bigger tools on their app, but you know, it's not make or break for TikTok.
Right, Universal Music Group is the biggest music label out there that is ran by Lucian Grange, right? And Lucian Grange, actually, his son is also in the music business. He has 10K, 10K Projects, I believe is the name of Lucian's son's label. And 10K Projects, if you don't know what that is, I believe they have Ice Spice, but for sure they have Tekashi 69. So if you want to blame anybody why Tekashi's able to get money and run around doing the stupidity that he's been doing, first he started in the hip hop community, then he went over to the Latin community to start doing his nonsense, you can thank Lucian Grange's son, Elliot Grange, for all of that, right? But anyways, back on topic. Universal Records, they're not going anywhere. They're not going to part way with TikTok, because if they part ways with TikTok, then it's going to set a precedent that all the other labels should leave as well. And if that does happen, what will happen after that? Will a new TikTok emerge? Will a competition for TikTok emerge? Will all these labels invest more money into Instagram? Because right now, you can't post anything on Instagram unless it's in the library of Instagram. I don't know if TikTok works the same way, but it's pretty crazy, the rules, you know, when it comes to being able to share music in your posts and stuff. What would happen? I mean, would the worst thing that happens in the world be that these dances that come up for songs disappear altogether? That wouldn't be such a bad thing, in my opinion. Like, I think that a song shouldn't become super popular simply because it's popular on a platform where somebody's doing something silly. I think the music should speak for itself. I don't think you should have to pay influencers to push your song for it to get big. I think it should just happen organically, right? So I don't know. You let me know what you think about this situation. Do you think Universal is going to be bouncing from working with TikTok? I don't think so personally. But what do you think? Do you think that if Universal does indeed walk away, do you think the other labels are going to follow suit and take all their music out of TikTok as well? Let me know what you think. If this is something that directly affects you, I am 100% sorry. I mean, no disrespect for the people that are actually making money off TikTok. Kudos to you, honestly. It's amazing that you're able to make money off of something that you are creating and generating, right? Making posts using certain songs by these labels. But other than that, I would be perfectly fine if TikTok went under. And there's a lot of data breach situations that have been going on with TikTok, and the governments just don't seem to care enough to stop it. But hey, here we are. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Woke Up a Rebel Reacts. I am your boy Mario of Woke Up a Rebel. Always letting you know that the other half of Woke Up a Rebel is Jungle Royalty, one of the best DJs in the world. So shout out to her, and hopefully we can have her on an episode very soon. Okay, so please subscribe down below. Please leave a comment. please like the video and share it with at least 1 or 2 people that you think could find some value from this content, or that you think could be directly affected by this. I think you shouldn't worry about this, artists and content creators alike. The music labels aren't going anywhere. They need TikTok, right? So thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next video, okay? Peace.